Hey guys, welcome to another math lesson with HKM Math and Science. This video will be about angles at a point, and by the end of this lesson we should all know the meaning of the terms adjacent, complementary, supplementary, vertically opposite and perpendicular, and finally be able to find angles at a point using angle sums. Just pause the video here and take a couple of minutes to write these down. Alright, so let's start off by going through what the different types of angles are. So the first one we have is the adjacent angle. Adjacent angles are side by side and share a vertex, so they share the same point there, and an arm. So in this one here, the arm will be O to B, and our two adjacent angles will be AOB. So AOB is that angle there, and BOC, that one there. So complementary adjacent angles sum to 90 degrees. So when you add them together, they'll be 90 degrees. Supplementary adjacent angles add to 180, and angles in a revolution sum to 360 degrees. Our next angle type is known as the vertically opposite angle. And vertically opposite angles are formed when two lines intersect. So here's an example, two lines are intersecting there. Your two lines could intersect in any way as long as they're straight. It could be like that, or it could be like that. Either one's fine. And the name comes from the fact that the pair of angles has a common vertex, or the common point in the middle there, and they sit in opposite positions across the vertex. So in this case, A and A are vertically opposite angles, B and B are vertically opposite. These two will be also a pair, those two will be a pair as well, and those two will be another pair, and these two will be another pair. And another key point here is that vertically opposite angles are always equal in size. And our last keyword is perpendicular, and perpendicular lines meet at a right angle. So all of these would be right angles here. And to show that the lines are perpendicular, we write AB, that little sign there, and then CD. We got AB for this line, representing that line, and CD representing that line. Alright, so that's our first success criteria for today. We've gone through the meaning of the terms adjacent, complementary, supplementary, vertically opposite, and perpendicular. Now let's have a go at finding angles at a point using the angle sum. So that brings us to a couple of examples. We need to find, without using a protractor, the value of the pronumeral A. So in this case, this one will be a complementary angle. It's a right angle, so they add to 90 degrees. So A is just going to equal 90 minus 35. And if you work that out, that will give you 55 degrees. So A would be 55 degrees. Move on to the next one. In this case, it will be A equals 180 minus 55. This one is a supplementary angle. And that's going to give you a value of 125 degrees. So A is 125 degrees in the question B. And this one is a revolution here. So A is going to equal 360, that's the total, minus 90 plus 120. Just make sure that's in brackets here. And that will give you a value of 150 degrees. So A here is 150 degrees. Alright, now it's your turn. Just pause the video here and have a go at these ones by yourself. This one will be 90 minus 65. So A equals 90 minus 65, and that gives you a value of 25 degrees. B will be 180. So A equals 180 minus 130, that gives you a value of 50 degrees. And the last one, A equals 360 minus 90 plus 50 in brackets, and therefore A should be 220 degrees there. Give yourself a tick for each one you got correct. Alright, so that brings us to the end of this video. Hopefully by now you guys know the meanings of these key terms and can find angles at a point using the angle sums. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all back online.